Hello, Ytpc. This is Ethan, Parsimonious Piper. Today I've got Paul from Papa Bear's Nook with me. Paul, what are you smoking today?
So today I'm gonna go to events. So I got Connecticut My Father cigar.
Well, in a pipe by Lee, no surprise there, a little pear. I've got a sample of a Sutliff Turkish blend that you sent me from your review series. It's nice. So to kick this off, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you live, what you do, what makes you run.
All right, so I live right in New Jersey, right outside of Philadelphia. It's a couple right over the river. I work in a warehouse plant. We make tape. It worked for a union job, IBEW. Pretty much do that 4 days a week, 5 days a week, and then weekends. Just hang out with the wife. We're having twins in August.
Exciting.
So yeah, just started getting into pipe tobacco now to relax, stock up before twins come, and just enjoy my hobbies when I can.
Well, speaking of which, how long have you been smoking a pipe?
So, right after our honeymoon in August, my wife always knew I wanted to get back into pipe smoking. Never really was serious. So October, officially, first time I picked up a new pipe and started pipe tobacco last year.
So this has only been 6 months?
Yeah.
So you said pick back up the pipe. So what got you interested in pipe smoking?
So a couple of years ago, when we're cleaning out my grandfather's shed, found like an old beat up bulldog pipe. And I just remember like going out fishing all the time and hunting, and a couple of times I would go out with them and I just liked that smell. So I was trying to find out what that was. Turned out it was like Field and Stream tobacco. And I was trying to like find the bulldog pipe. I finally found one close to it, the Peterson bulldog, and found a Sutliff match, and it was game over since then. Just got hooked into it.
Well, that's pretty cool. Now, you said you found a bulldog similar. Have you got a favorite shape?
I'll do like the bulldog pipe, but I also like the freehand pipes.
Mm-hmm.
I like them a lot. And like all the like corncob ones, like stuff like this is my favorite corncob pipe. So that was for later today.
And have you had a chance to explore different either manufacturers or artisans to see who you lean toward in terms of their style or
with the pipes?
Mm-hmm.
So my first pipe ever that we got was the Lorenzetti bent apple pipe. And then got some corn cobs from Missouri Meerschaum. And then I got 4 Peterson pipes now, a Salvinelli alligator poker pipe.
Oh, those are nice.
And then the Norton freehand pipe. That one's really nice. The bigger pipe.
Mm-hmm.
And then
is that one of those signature pipes?
Yeah,
it's got the light tan color with the like dark carving, or
kind of. It's signature Vaki Patel pipe. So it's got the yellow stem with the inscriptions of all the different graphics from the Italian
very cool
pipe industry. That one's
now,
pretty cool.
You have done a couple of series of reviews of different kinds of tobacco. The one that really kind of dragged me in was your series on Orientals. And full disclosure, the Oriental I'm smoking today is a sample that Paul sent me. Do you have a favorite type of tobacco, pipe tobacco blend yet, or are you still in the exploration phase?
So my favorite pipe tobacco is Bob's Chocolate Flake. And then I've been really enjoying the Country Squire's Green Dragon, it's a Virginia blend.
Mm-hmm.
I also like the Navy Flakes by Newminster and Peter Stokerby's. My favorite flake would be the Luxury Twist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that I think that the Luxury Twist and the Luxury Bullseye are both incredibly popular.
Yeah, they have them at my local shops too. So whenever they're in stock, I pick them up.
Nice, very nice. Now you've been doing a series recently where you've been pairing colognes with pipe blends, and most of us don't have that refined a sense of smell. Tell us a little bit about that, how you got into doing that, and what the parallels are.
So about 5-6 years ago, I started collecting colognes. I got sober about 4.5 years ago. And one of the main things like we did was like yoga and Reiki. I ended up getting certified in Reiki, which tells about like the different smells that affect different parts of the body.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was doing it, I know the teacher noticed that like I was able to pick up all these senses. So I started making my own little essential oils, like room sprays, and substituting like cleaners with my own oils, and that led to making small batch colognes just for like my friends and family.
Hmm.
So after learning how to do that and collecting for so long, and when I picked up pipe tobacco, I applied that same method to like what you smell right away from the pipe tobacco is almost like the top notes of the cologne. So I was smoking some, I think it was my first review, the Kringle Flake, and I had some cologne on. I was getting the same smells from the tobacco and the cologne.
Hmm.
So I was talking to my wife about it and said, you should do cologne tobacco pairings. Since by the time that you're done smoking your pipe, you get into the final stage of the cologne. So that's how that started.
I see that for somebody like me who has no sense of smell, that's just fascinating that you that you do have that kind of a top note, a middle aroma, I suppose you might say, and then a base note in your cologne, similar to the way we very often taste a bowl differently at the beginning and the end. Like you said, you especially with the aromatics or anything with the topping, a lot of times that burns off, at least in the first third or half of the bowl, if not sooner. And what you're left with is either good tobacco or not.
Yep.
That is really that's fascinating.
Yeah, so real quick on that, I was training my palate with the oils, and I did the same thing with tobacco. So I would try Virginia by itself, pure Perique by itself, Dark Fire Kentucky by itself. And that led into that Oriental series. I thought I was gonna be like 1 or 2. I found out there's like 13 different types. So that it's a little bit of a rabbit hole, but I enjoyed that. That was fun.
Oh, I've got an Oriental I need to send you. And it just dawned on me yesterday. Tobaccopipes.com in their regular email update had an article on Mark Ryan's Perique processed Oriental.
Oh, wow.
And they're talking about how it's a very limited amount of leaf, because he was just experimenting with it. And when I was at the Richmond show, he happened to give me some of that, and it is interesting stuff. After you've done an entire Oriental series, I think you'll appreciate this. I need to get you a sample of it.
That's awesome.
It's very interesting. It doesn't, it completely changes the flavor profile, or it deepens it, of the Oriental. It's fascinating stuff. Um,
That sounds cool because when I was doing the latakias or latakia, I didn't realize there's like 2, 3 different types.
Right.
The original ones from Syria, and then the Cyprian ones from Cyprus, and now
Yep.
the ones from like North Africa. All those sources either been destroyed or had to move on for some reason.
Yeah, the Syrian, basically, all the Syrian production was the victim of a fire, and it destroyed their warehouses, from what I understand, and the production facility, and they just never rebuilt it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's really a shame because I have had samples of Syrian Latakia, but not enough to really be able to compare the two. And it would be nice, to be able to do that without having to hunt down a vanishing and dwindling supply of whatever's left out there.
Yes, so there was the one Syrian I tried. It's in Dan Tobacco's Golden Pim. That has to be one of my favorite Orientals.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I've only been able to sample it a couple of times. Okay, Ytpc. How did you find the Ytpc? What got you into it, and what got you in front of the camera?
What was the last part?
What got you in front of the camera?
Okay, so I found out about Ytpc when it's about like the beginning of the summer. I started watching Mutton Chop Piper, and I just really liked how he was just relaxed and just explained like how to smoke a pipe. So I was doing all that research before, and then saw the guy stuffing things, like more like technical, and it's just like a fun video.
Well, and Bradley does such a wide variety of different things too.
Yeah, that's what leads me to well, I want to call my channel Papa Bear's Nook, not just pipe tobacco, not just cigars. I do start doing barbecue video and coffee videos.
I saw that barbecue video, made me hungry.
So then
that's cruel. You got to stop doing that.
I know. I told people as soon as I get smell-o-vision, you guys are gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
So then one day I was just watching all the videos, and I picked up a tin of the Kringle Flake 2021, which I actually found out by Drinks, Whiskeys, and Pours, I think, their channel that do their different reviews for the holidays.
Yeah.
And Brennan Piper was talking about that. And I didn't realize like it sold out so fast. I bought off a German website. So I'm like, I have this in front of me, I'm smoking it, and I like it so much, and not that many people had it. They said they missed out on it. So as I'm enjoying this, I stopped for a second and I'm like, let me make a video on this. And I did like 1 or 2 short videos on like the peppermint stuff, peppermint mocha, and little ones a couple of days before. But that was the first one I put my face on video.
Very cool. Yeah, I think a lot of us, Chris there, Mutton Chop, and Bradley at Stuff and Things were kind of gateways. For me, it was mostly Mutton Chop, trying to figure out what in the world I was doing wrong. His easy way of explaining things just made a world of difference for me. At least getting it started so that I quit burning the snot out of my mouth and could actually taste things.
And that was another thing with Mutton Chop. He had his blend club that he does. I was like, that's cool. I do the scent explore for cologne, so let me try this blend club thing. So he's doing it from Boswell's this year. So I picked up a little bit of the samples from each month. So that I was like, if I don't have any content, at least I'll have one of them a month. So
Yeah, I
that's
don't
like,
think you're right. Right now, you're not lacking for any content. You're putting out some interesting stuff.
no, I got, yeah, I got enough for the next like 3-4 years. I got over 200 colognes, so there'll be a lot of pairings coming up.
Yeah, and what you should do too is at some point in time put together a master list or something of what colognes you would pair with what blends.
Oh yeah.
Do you have that listed somewhere where people can get to it, or?
Of what? Oh yeah, on my playlist I have all the ones I've done before.
Right.
So
Oh,
what I do to pair it, there's this website called Fragrantica, and it tells you all the notes in there, and I just pair that with the notes of the tobacco.
gotcha.
And to make it a little easier, I was watching Mutton Chop Piper, and he says he does a seasonal tobacco. So colognes are seasonal too. So I find the ones for that season, and then I still have a whole bunch of them for the summertime that I didn't even talk about yet.
That is fascinating.
So yeah,
I
think
I honestly, because I don't smell, I would never have thought to pair colognes with tobacco the way you pair, a bourbon or a different kind of coffee or even foods. That's really fascinating to me.
because I tried doing drinks and stuff, but I don't drink alcohol, so it's kind of tough. It was like I was stuck at coffee, tea, and like Dr. Pepper, and I was like, I want to expand into like cologne, something I know about.
Absolutely. Well, and it's very unique to you. So yeah, run with that. It definitely gives something different for people to latch onto. So you've been presenting for a few months now. What do you like the most about the Ytpc? What keeps you coming back and both making and watching videos?
First, I like watching like people the daily videos that they do in the morning. One of the other guys I started watching in the mornings was Philly Piper. He does his on the road reviews on his way to work. So that's what led me into some of my work break videos, like for the conjure blends and stuff like that. But I really like the guys doing live videos, interact with them, and started doing the Discord, the Ytpc Discords.
I was going to ask if you wanted to give a little plug for that here.
Yeah, so there's 2 Discords that I'm in. The Ytpc Discord is my main Discord. My buddy Edwin Pipes and Cigars started that one back like 3-4 months ago. We're just having like a little chat back and forth, and they're talking about like there's got to be some ways that we could do live video chats instead of like a Google Meet, something that we could text back and forth throughout the day. So they got a bunch of different channels from like pipes, tobacco, hobbies, like your pets, cooking, like just anything throughout the day that you're talking about, where you're daily smoking. And the other one was one I just recently got into. It's a podcast, Get Piped, Ytpc. I mean, Discord group. A lot of guys are in the Ytpc there too. It's more of they got a couple more channels like coffee, and it's basically the same thing, but a different group of people based on the Get Pipe podcast. So that's interesting too.
When we're done here, if you'll shoot me an email with some of that Discord information, I can post that for viewers as well to help them get connected.
So then in my About Me, I have the Ytpc Discord. I got to add the Get Pipe on.
All right.
And then I have my Facebook group, the NAPS group, New Age Pipe Smokers. And then my Instagram is on there too. I do a lot of posts like ahead of time, like what I'm smoking. If I do a live. And I was talking to All Briared Up and guy from Briar Report, Phil, the last couple of months now, trying to figure out like what live schedules I can do. So it got confirmed yesterday. So Thursdays at midnight, I'll be doing Cologne tobacco pairings live.
Ah, cool. Well, that makes the job easier for me then, folks. His link will be down below. If you go to his about section, you can get all of the other links to get connected. I need to check those out too. I've put off adding yet another social media outlet into my daily routine. But you guys look like you're having too much fun over there. So I need to join you at some time.
Yeah, and then the Ytpc, they have like a pipe talk channel. So people are bored, just say, I'm going on pipe talk, and we just sit there and discuss different tobaccos that come out. We just recently did the Cornell Deal small batch 8-state burley.
Yeah.
And we also have like a cool channel on there, like sales. So if someone sees a sale on tobaccos, we'll post that there. And usually a bunch of us grab it, and then we'll just talk about it and give us like something to talk about when we do our reviews.
Very cool. Very cool. I as an old timer, you know, I started out with text only bulletin boards back in the very late 80s and early 90s. So, you know, all of the new ways of connecting, I'm a little bit of a codger in that regard. But I need to get connected through some of the new social media outlets. You guys do look like you're having a lot of fun over on Discord. So, and so many guys are starting to talk about it. I need to pop over there sometime. But yeah, the live interaction, kind of like John Albright Up's, you know, his Google Meets. Those are just a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what got me seriously thinking about actually scheduling one instead of doing random lives here and there. So I end up doing a live, and then I see one of the guys that I like watching on, so I cut it short.
Yeah, well, folks, Thursday nights at midnight, if you're still up, check them out.
And that's Eastern Standard Time too.
Yeah, so for the rest of the country, not quite as late as it is for those of us here on the East Coast. Do you have any hobbies or outside interests besides pipes that you haven't talked about yet?
So I like doing a lot of stuff outdoors, like kayaking, fishing. It's anything outdoors pretty much. We like going up camping, up to the mountains, hiking. I think I said that. But if it's outdoors, I'm in.
Well, that's particularly over the last couple of years, I'm sure that served you well with all of the isolation that we were forced into. Being able to get outside, boy, that can be invaluable. Well, my bowl is out. Do you have any parting words for the Ytpc here?
Just thank you all for your support, and I'll continue to do my content. If you have any ideas, just let me know, and I'll try to find ways to incorporate that. And that's pretty much it. I just like watching everyone's videos, learning from you guys.
Well, the learning from each other is just one of the most valuable things that we've got here, besides the camaraderie and friendships that get developed. Well, thanks a lot for spending this time with me. It's been a really enjoyable chat, and I'll tell our viewers what I tell everybody every time: light something you like. Enjoy your afternoon.